What's up, YouTube? This is Zach, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Alright, so today's review is over Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Stay tuned. Okay, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille is an iconic fragrance. It's a very well-known Tom Ford private blend fragrance that a lot of people want, or a lot of people wear, a lot of people buy clones for, so on and so forth. But it's a really good scent for the cold weather, really good for the cold weather. This is one of the best, I would say, for the cold weather. With that vanilla and slight tobacco vibe. This one just really has a very distinct scent to itself. You know when you smell it in the air, you know what it is. However, there are, as usual with these types of fragrances, you know the clone houses come running for you, man, when you make fragrances that everybody buys or everybody wants. So, but at any rate, let's get into Tobacco Vanille. So it's an Oriental spicy. It's for men and women, so it's unisex. It was launched in 2007, so it's been around for about 13 years. The perfumer on this is Olivier Guillotine, and you probably know him from some interesting releases. He was the perfumer for Beyonce Heat, Z by Zegna, all of the Polo Reds, even the other tobacco. It's the Tobacco Oud. In the private blend, and Vert Dansons. So, great perfumer, just done some things. Now, this one is has some interesting notes. The top notes are tobacco leaf and spicy notes. And of course, that spicy notes could be anything. Then the mid, you have vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, and tobacco blossom. And then the base notes, you have dried fruits and woody notes. So yes, in the background, you do get some slight dried fruits. I do pick that up on some of the I guess clones. You don't really pick that up, but I do pick up the dried fruits. It's really distinct. It's not just a vanilla bomb. You've had some fragrances out there that's just like vanilla. That's just really all you smell. But this is a little different. You can get the vanilla, but you also can tell that there's some depth and some other things going on. I first smelled this years ago, probably one of the it could have been Neiman's. I think it was one of those stores I was at getting another fragrance from my wife, and I really liked it, but again, at the time especially, I wasn't trying to pay whatever it cost at the time. I wasn't trying to pay it. So anyway, I really like the scent though, and I later down the line, what I ended up doing is I found some other fragrances that I was like, oh, these smell similar, and so I've been wearing those, and just finally we bit the bullet and decided to go ahead and get it. Now, a lot of people complain about some of the private blend fragrances and say, hey, they've shell of themselves and all of that, but I don't think that's the case with Tobacco Vanille. I mean, you could probably say it maybe about Tuscan Leather maybe, but Tobacco Vanille, I think, is still as strong and still has as much longevity as it ever did. So this is a really nice scent for especially this time of year when it's really cold. And again, it's unisex. Now, when I talk about clones of this fragrance, a lot of them exist. One that stands out to me, actually, that I recently purchased. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of these Just Jack fragrances. I'm not afraid to talk about these. Some of the other reviewers maybe, I don't know why, but I don't care. I'm just telling you guys that have because I have a 30 mil Tobacco Vanille here, and that one was not cheap. But this tobacco leaf by Just Jack is an EDP, and I'm telling you, I've done the test in the air, on the skin, you name it. They got it down packed, man. They cloned it to the T. And again, you guys have seen my fragrances. You know that I'm no joke when it comes to these. I can tell you whether or not it's close, and I'm telling you this is close. Another one that I had this one for a while, as a matter of fact, was this HARAMAIN Amber Oud. And this is a really nice fragrance. It's actually gone up in price since I got it. But I think they have a tobacco edition that they've released or something like that. I don't know if this is gold edition. It actually is supposed to be a clone of something else. But it does remind me of Tobacco Vanille. It has that sweet, that vanilla in there and some other things going on. Now, another one that some of you ladies probably know about is a discontinued MAC fragrance. And it is called, what is this called? It's called Velvet, I think, Velvet Teddy. And my wife has had this one for a while as well, but it's a dead-on clone of it. And then there's another fragrance that I have. It's deep cheap. I mean, this probably costs about $5, but it's called Black Tie Gentleman. It's an EDP, and it's from Preferred Fragrance. I think they're a United States company, so it's a Black Tie Gentleman, if you can see that. I think you can get these online at Amazon for probably about $14, $15, but I got mine at another place here in town, a store called Big Lots. But anyway, so back to Tobacco Vanille. Now, should you buy this? If you're a snob, which I'm not, by the way, but if you're a snob and you say, I'm only going to buy Tom Ford, I'm only going to buy high-end designer, then buy Tobacco Vanille. Spend the money and buy it. Again, I'm a reviewer, so I'm interested in everything, whether it's the real thing, it's a clone of the real thing, if it's cheap, if it's expensive. But I'm doing this for you guys. So I get these fragrances not just for my own pleasure, believe it or not. I actually enjoy doing this, and I enjoy seeing how these other companies try to get close as they can to it. So that being said, if you really want to spend that kind of money, and that's your thing, and you really care about what people see on your shelf, go ahead and get Tobacco Vanille. But if it was my choice and I was just somebody starting out wanting to have this scent and wanting to get as close as I could to it, I would get Tobacco Leaf, hands down. It's readily available, and you can get this probably in the between $25 and $20 range. That's a 100 ml bottle. The Amber Oud, the HARAMAIN Amber Oud, is on the expensive side now. I think it's about maybe, I don't know, $65. The MAC Velvet Teddy is discontinued, so you can't get that. The Black Tie Gentleman, that really kind of has the scent, but it's really more on the vanilla side. I mean, you can use that for layering or something like that, but it's still good though. Don't get me wrong, even though it's a cheapie. But Tobacco Leaf is, to me, in my opinion, is as close as you're gonna get. Now, I mean, I know some other ones exist, but I'm talking about what I have in my collection, so that's all I can speak on. But Tobacco Leaf is probably your best bet. So that being said, guys, I just wanted to bring this one to you. And Tobacco Leaf is a good alternative, but I still I'm gonna probably always put Tobacco Vanille at the top, because I love Tom Ford and I love the things that they do. Even though a couple of them probably have kind of diminished a little bit from what they used to be, but he still does a great job with his fragrances. Today's scent of the day, I told you I was going to start doing this. Today's scent of the day is Roger Parfum's Scandal Parfum Cologne. If you guys like fougères, man, oh my God, that is just lovely. So anyway, Signature Scent Reviews, signing off. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Appreciate all the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and peace.